Alright, welcome back to another review here. Just taking a look here at the 650 CFM from EGO. It's a great new blower that my dad picked up. As you can see here, it's got the little dial and a throttle trigger and also the turbo on top. It also has a nice little option to also mount it on the wall with some connections on the back. I want to go right on in here and show you what it's like to actually hold this and use this device. As you can see here, just giving you a quick overview. It's a new design battery. It's black instead of the other one that's more like a gray color. Still has the power output on the back. It actually comes with a 5 amp hour battery. So take a listen here now of what the variable speed throttle is like. As you can see here, the more that I pull the trigger, the faster it goes, just like a typical gas blower. It also has the dial here that I'm showing you what it looks like when you manipulate it. It actually just rotates obviously clockwise to make it more powerful, and obviously counterclockwise to slow it down or turn it off altogether. When it's in the off position, the trigger still works, as you can see here. The harder I squeeze, the faster it goes in here, and then that's the turbo. So the blower actually works. So turbo obviously does not work if you push it by accident, just by pushing the button. And obviously it works here as long as the blower's on. So the nice thing here is that you can obviously keep it on low, so that way you can blow around some of the bushes and maybe some of the mulch and pine needles, so you don't have to worry about blowing those all away with too high of pressure. And then as needed, you can just squeeze a little bit on the trigger to give you some extra boost, and obviously the turbo on top if needed as well. But the nice thing here is that it gives you the ability to turn that dial so that way your trigger finger doesn't get a little bit tired, or maybe even like me. Sometimes what I didn't like about this the blower is that I would pull a little bit too hard on the trigger at times when I really didn't need to, just because of me moving it around. But it's again 650 CFM blower from EGO. The 650 only really comes into play when it uses the turbo. But as you can see here, all these leaves, as you can see, everything on the ground too is still wet here. The leaves are wet. It is very powerful. So that was on high and then go right into turbo mode, and you can see it just blows all these leaves around. Now, I know I already made a review of a model lower than this. I think my other one is about a 500 or so, and that one 530 maybe. So this one's obviously a little bit more powerful. This is actually, again, my father picked this up here. Oh, here, let me show you here. This is the new attachment that they have that you just clip on the back. There's a second attachment my father told me about, but did not see that one. But as I was saying here, this is the what it's like to have like a nice low blow in here, so that way you're not going to blow the pine needles around, but give you the ability to have that extra nudge when needed to burst here when needed. So as you can see, these are all wet leaves here. Now I'm gonna make sure that you guys can hear some of this, but I do have some commentary here from the video because when I was recording this, it was kind of not planned. My dad actually asked me to help blow the leaves for him. He just picked this up for Black Friday on sale at Lowe's. I think it was $200 for a 5 amp hour battery and the blower. I actually had enough power to blow all the leaves from my dad's property, and then actually went ahead and went to the neighbor off to the right and took care of all their leaves. I also went over to the neighbor off to the left and took care of theirs also, and at that point the battery was flashing red, and I stopped at that point. But again, as you can see, these leaves are soaking wet. The landscaper didn't come by and blow any of these leaves, so he asked me to take care of it. My dad had some trouble using it at first for some reason. I'm not sure if he's was just using that little attachment that kind of cut the air out a little bit, and he wasn't a fan of it. But in any case, I used it. I thought it was great. Again, plenty of power. 5 amp hour battery gave enough juice to do all of this. Again, you don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about smelling bad. I really only kind of came over because my kids were gonna bake some cookies with my mom for Christmas. Some early baking. So I went ahead and came over. As you can see, look at this nice big pile of leaves, and again, it's no problem at all. It's again a great device to pick up if you're in the market for a blower now. Would I say that you should consider buying this to replace a blower you might already have? Honestly, no, not unless you need a second one. It does have plenty of power. I didn't have my blower to kind of compare and see how much more powerful they are. I didn't have that many leaves drop this year. But it was very easy, again, to use this blower. I would love to have one. If I had to choose mine or this one, I would definitely choose this one, but especially because it has a 5 amp hour battery. But at the same time, will I be replacing my older model? Absolutely not. Well, yeah, having the trigger is nice. It's not really what I'm looking for sure. But again, like I show you here on this last picture, is that trigger does allow you to pull it, squeeze it a little bit more, and it goes just like a gas mower, giving a little bit more power as needed. Again, the turbo. Again, I think it's a wonderful addition to anyone that does not already have a blower by Ego, and I think you definitely should give it a shot. Thanks for watching all, and hopefully you liked this review. I know it was kind of quick and brief, but I know I had mentioned that I wanted to show you a comparison from my other video of what the newer versions are like, and the fact that my dad picked one up for Christmas or for Black Friday, should I say, is something that I wanted to make sure I brought up to you guys and showed you as soon as I used it. So, and definitely give it a shot if you need a blower. Don't think you need to buy one immediately if you already have one, but it's a great addition to anyone that's looking at going all electric. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and God bless, and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.